So there's confirmation of the two finals that we've seen so far. 3 more finals to come. And the 2-time defending champion, Chong Wei, attempting to win his 4th Indonesian Open up against Peter Gade of Denmark, the number 5 seed. And we'll have women's doubles and mixed doubles, and the last of our 2 finals this afternoon features Indonesian players, and I'm sure that the crowd here are going to go absolutely wild in their support for those Indonesian players. So here come the court officials for the men's singles. Number 1 seed Chong Wei of Malaysia against Peter Gade of Denmark. But Ian, before the players emerge onto court, really have to ask you about the biggest upset really in the men's singles, which was Lin Dan, the number 2 seed, the Olympic champion, lost in the 2nd round to Sho Sasaki, and therefore the expected showdown with Chen Jin, his teammate and reigning world champion, a repeat of the final that never was last week in Singapore, never materialised.
Yes, big disappointment for the crowd here, I think, losing Lin Dan early in the tournament. But he obviously didn't feel right in Singapore when he pulled out to the final. And he certainly didn't look great on court this week, I have to say. Didn't look his normal dynamic self. A little bit lethargic in that match that he lost in the 2nd round.
Here comes the world number 1. Chong Wei of Malaysia. 3 times former winner of this tournament, including for the last 2 years. Well, in 2007 as well. Didn't play in 2008, so the last time he lost in this particular tournament was way back in 2006. What a record. Hoeg Gade of Denmark, a veteran at the age of 34 and still playing badminton at the very top of his game. Prior to this year, the best he'd ever done at the Indonesian Open was 15 years ago in 1996 when he reached the semi-final and lost to a certain Budi Santoso. Well, there can't be many athletes in physically demanding sports like badminton who can achieve such a record over such a long period of time. 15 years. And when you consider he became world number 1 at the age of 20, it's approaching 15 years ago. It really is extraordinary. Peter Gade, still one of the very best players in the world. In fact, what a year he had last year. Well, he's chosen ends. He's chosen to start from the more difficult end. The 34-year-old from Aalborg. 4 World Championship medals, including last year in Paris, but never the gold. Best was a silver in Seville in 2001 when he lost out to Hendrawan. But still very high on the world rankings, as you can see, 5 in the world, and he's only got 9 tournaments towards that world ranking. You really don't get a true reflection of your standard until you've played 10. Just shows how good he is, and look at that, all of his matches in 2 straight games, including a quarter-final victory over the number 3 seed and 6-time former champion, former world and Olympic champion as well, of course, Taufik Hidayat. 21-17, 21-15 in 40 minutes. That was astonishing. And then beat the left-hander Sho Sasaki, who had beaten Lin Dan earlier in the tournament, and indeed Chen Jin as well. Beat him in convincing style as well. Well, that's really impressive run of form from Peter Gade is nothing in comparison to this man. Look at that, 33-1, and that's without the matches from this tournament. His win-loss record for the year equates to 6 finals from 6 tournaments played prior to this, so this is 7th individual tournament and 7th final. Really is quite astonishing. all of his matches too in 2 straight games, including against the number 4 seed Chen Long from China yesterday. 53 minutes. That semi-final encounter. In fact, for Chong Wei, you have to go back to last August when he lost in the quarter-final of the World Championships in Paris, lost out to Taufik Hidayat. That was the last time he failed to reach a final. Now, for Danish fans, that's a bit of a worry, isn't it? 14th meeting, and of the previous 13, he's only won 1, and that was in the final of the Korean Open 2 years ago. This is the 4th time that they've met this year, actually. We look at our court officials. Hoeg Gade of France and Miliana of Indonesia. "36 career titles for this man, 37 for his opponent." But when you look at the number of Super Series events won, Chong Wei, 18 plus 3 Super Series finals titles for Hoeg Gade. Well,
ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chong Wei, Malaysia. And on my left, Hoeg Gade, Denmark. Chong Wei to serve, double play.
So the world number 1, the defending champion, going for his 4th title here, Chong Wei, and going for his 19th Super Series title. For Hoeg Gade, he's only won 4 Super Series. Last one being that Korean Open, the last time and only time he's beaten his opponent of today, Chong Wei, in their 13 previous meetings.
Very interesting tactically from the very start, Jill. Peter winning the toss, and most players are taking the more difficult end first. He's actually took the good end first. I think he probably feels he wants to make as quick a start as he can, and if he can win the first game, maybe he can stress his opponent and then control the tempo of the match from there. So I expect Peter to come out flying in this game.
2-1.
Last time they met each other, Ian, in the final of the India Super Series event. 3 games. And in fact, Hoeg Gade won the 2nd game. And his fighting spirit, his fighting qualities, got the crowd right behind him.
Yeah, he's having a very good year. I mean, I'm sure he's really trying to build himself up for one last effort at the Olympics. He's had some disappointments at previous Olympics. How he feels he's maybe missed 1 or 2 opportunities in the Olympic games that he has played. He's desperate to do well in London.
Yeah, I think he's been a bit harsh on himself, to be honest, because whilst he reached the semi-final in the Sydney Olympics in 2000, he lost the bronze medal playoff match to Charles van Zert. But every single match that he's lost, not that playoff match, but in that semi-final and the quarter-final of the next 2 Olympics, he's lost the eventual gold medalist. So, you know, that's not such a duff result to lose to the person that ends up winning the gold.
No, maybe in 20 years he'll think that. I think now he'll still be disappointed.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what makes him such a great player.
Yeah, fantastic competitor, and a great professional. Up against the outstanding player of the year so far. Chong Wei's been in incredible form, having great confidence. He's going to be at his absolute best to Actually, Chong Wei here. If there is a hall where Peter can do it, it's maybe this hall where it is a little bit quicker, which means it's going to be a little bit more tactical. Wei can't move him around the rear court as he likes to do. He likes to put pace on against Peter and flick him into the rear corners and open up the forecourt. Well, that's more difficult to do in this quick hall.
Chong Wei.
He made it look easy, but actually that's very difficult. Look how he reads this, look how high he is in the court, takes it so early. That's what poses the problems there for Peter. Great defence. And great attack. Chong Wei is on the floor 1 minute. He's on the floor in defence, on his knees, pushing back up with his left arm. And just a couple of seconds later, he's airborne and hitting the winning smash. Such a fantastic athlete.
Yes, and such a complete player now. Explosive and dynamic in his attack. Great move up, great defence, as you say. And now on a run of 7 straight points.
He just tried to play quick at the start here, but it's difficult to tell because he's against probably the quickest player in the world at the moment. Chong Wei at the moment is relishing these quick exchanges. That's good.
Yeah, needed that, needed to stop that run. You know, Denmark has never, ever won the men's singles here in Indonesia.
You know, I think this is for the Europeans, I think this is the toughest one to win. I think it's the hardest conditions. It's probably the most difficult crowd to play against. You were saying earlier how many times the Indonesians have won this event. It's tough to beat Indonesia in Indonesia, I have to say, particularly in this stadium.
A rally.
Well, as I say, Peter wants to try and play quick. He wants to try and force Chong Wei into making errors from this quicker end. But by playing quick, he's playing Chong Wei's game at the moment. Peter, some great defensive work in that rally, but in the end, the consistency of Chong Wei telling.
It's actually 10-4. That's long of the back line and to the mid-game interval. 11-4 advantage. Lee Chong Wei. Double quick time, just 6 minutes.
I think Peter's going to need a change of plan here. Maybe he needs to try and take the pace off a little bit from the rear court, give himself time to maybe tempt Chong Wei into playing some blocks and then get in early on the net and force Chong Wei to play some defensive lifts, which are very difficult to control from this end. But at the moment, while Peter's putting pace on, that's suiting Chong Wei. He likes that quick tempo game. He's very comfortable playing quick.
Ripper Olsen, Danish coach. Good to see, as we were talking earlier, female coaches around now, and especially good to see female coach coaching men's singles. That held up. far from that, going faster. That most definitely held up. Well, the problem is, with this arena, somebody opens a door somewhere, the drift suddenly changes.
Service over. 5-20.
It's lovely.
It's the fact he gets up so early, he's behind the shuttle so quickly, he gets high in the air, he fixes you on base, and just changes the pace. You're expecting the power play because he's there so quickly and getting so high, and he just cuts across the shuttle and brings it down so steeply.
Service over.
Pulled long.
6-30.
I was saying that Denmark have never won the men's singles title here at the Indonesian Open. Do you know who last Danish champions were in any event here?
That's a good question.
Coach Rikke Olsen with Helena Kierkegaard in the women's doubles back in 1999.
That's a good shot, that's better. Just taking the pace off, cutting the shuttle down, using some slice, bringing it down steeply. If Chong Wei gets that back, it means Peter's in good position to take control of the net area. I think that's a better tactic here. Clever again from Peter, playing a longer block, tempting Chong Wei to try and play tight net from away from the net. He just made the mistake. It's good thinking.
And it's a run of 4 straight points now, and now it's believable that you can catch back up.
Yeah, it's the sheer speed of Chong Wei there. Early on the net. It's a good flick in behind him, but no, he's there. So quick getting back behind the shuttle. And that gives him options. Had the choice to go straight or cross. This time he went straight.
Whereas desperately trying to take it as early as possible, Peter Gade.
Yeah, he got into good position. He'll be a little disappointed there, I think. Tempted Chong Wei again, used the long block. Chong Wei tried to play net. Peter got early. Just trying to get it too tight. Exchange. Lucky with the net cord, but he did take it awfully early.
Yeah, but worrying signs for Danish fans. He looked very frustrated at the end of that rally.
Yeah, I think he was frustrated by the net cord.
Yeah. Oh, that's just ridiculously good.
I was lunging on his arms there, but he still controls it. He's off his feet. look at the precision he gets with the block. That's a great shot from Peter, but look, that's fantastic. He really is a great athlete. I really believe you can, at the moment, you can compare Lindan and Chong Wei to any other sport, and they're truly great athletes in world terms.
So an 8-point advantage. And the Dane so aware that really has to hit perfect shots for them to be actual winners, and he's not giving himself any margins, and therefore he's making 1 or 2 errors. That's a good return.
Yeah, takes that nice and early. A bit more aggressive in his stance against that short service.
Just anything that's loose, whether it's a net shot, anything that's short of a good length, just gets pounced on by Lee Chong Wei. Unbelievable.
Oh, that was a great net from Peter. I was just going to say good net, and Chong Wei finishes the point. That's fantastic. That's a good net from Peter. Chong Wei has the confidence to take it off the tape.
And the skills. And that combination, at the moment, is proving absolutely lethal. 10 game points. He's missed it.
11-20.
Quick serve is well long of the back line, and therefore the opening game gifted with that service error. Gifted to the defending champion Lee Chong Wei. 21-11 in 15 minutes of play.
Oh yeah, if we look at net winners, Chong Wei able to dominate the net, and that's probably where Peter possibly feels he had a slight advantage. Chong Wei's got the edge in net winners, overhead winners, less errors. But I think it's harsh saying 9 unforced errors from Peter, the pressure he was under. I'm afraid most of those are forced by the sheer quality of his opponent today. Worrying thing for Peter is he got very frustrated there. I think he had a game plan coming out. He wanted to take the good end. There's Tina watching her teammate.
Tina Bown. Beaten in the quarter-final of the women's singles, beaten finalists last week in Singapore.
I'm sure Peter had a plan coming out that he wanted, if he won, he was going to take the good end and try and get some pressure on his opponent, but Chong Wei was ready. He was out the blocks really quickly, and Peter wasn't able to adapt his plan.
Interesting that Hans Christian Wittinghus, one of the men's singles players, he lost in the first round to Sho Sasaki, also sitting on the coach's bench, back of the court. And Danes are renowned for this. They do support each other very well indeed.
There was no disgrace in losing to Sasaki this week. The next 2 rounds he beat the Olympic champion and the world champion.
Second game. Level. Play.
So, second game.
a blur.
Yeah.
There's a blur on Chong Wei. He's moving so quickly around the rear court. It's incredible. He's everywhere. He's so quick into position that Peter's having to hold his position in the centre of the court because you just don't know whether it's going to be straight, cross, pace on, pace off.
Yeah, and that pacey smash, 260, 261, that's 162 miles per hour.
Good scramble defence from Peter.
Oh, that's well in, that's brought back in by the drift.
Yes, as the pace goes off the shuttle, there's a real drift from left to right in this hall. Look at that defence. Sure Peter thought he'd probably won with that, but no, back it comes.
Service over. 1, 2.
Well, we did see yesterday Lee Chong Wei starting his match against Chen Long very, very quickly indeed, but he did get pinned back, pulled back as though he's still won in 2 straight games. You just sense that Peter Gade has just got to ride the storm at the moment. He's got to dig deep. He's got to keep fighting for every rally.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what he's saying to himself. He's got to stick with Chong Wei early in this second game. Just see if Chong Wei just takes his foot off the accelerator slightly. Peter's got to be ready to take advantage. You see Peter taking the pace off a little bit. And again, trying to drop the intensity of the rallies a little bit. That's good.
Unbelievable. That is phenomenal.
Felt all the way through the rally. Peter was making the right choices, keeping the pace out, and this is a good lift. Chong Wei finds the line again.
264. That's his fastest smash so far.
Drift. Just so quick to get behind the shuttle. Taking the shuttle really early in the front court. Peter doing the right thing, trying to push the shuttle in behind him. Chong Wei so quick to get behind. Look how far up the court he is. But he gets behind this so quickly. One step, one jump. And then cutting the shuttle down to the line. Quick coming forward from Chong Wei, leaving no space at the net.
Oh yes, that's nice. Well, I was just thinking after those last couple of rallies, Ian, I was just thinking, well, you know, where is Chong Wei's weakness? I think he's just everywhere on court. He's just absolutely firing. And it's very, very difficult to know what Peter Gade should be doing differently.
Well, if anyone can find the answer, it's Peter. Is a great tactician. You know, he's trying to take the pace out of the game a little bit. But at the moment, Chong Wei's in such good form. He's playing with such confidence. I'm sure Peter's just saying to himself, he's just got to stick in there. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah, what do you do to counteract that?
He's really not making any mistakes, is he? playing at very, very high tempo, but error-free. And that's a lethal combination.
Well, that one does go down as an unforced error from Gade.
Chong Wei played that rear court push. He actually left his base in front of the short service line. Peter played the clear and Chong Wei got behind it easily. His movement's really something to watch today.
Yeah, did you see the perspiration being wrung out of the shirt there? Peter Gade, it's hot, humid conditions here.
Again, look how high his base position is. That's good net. Got there okay, but Peter found a lovely angle and managed to get some spin on the shuttle, keep it tight into the net. Nothing Chong Wei could do with that.
Oh, great defence.
This time he's able to pick the attack. Saw it early that it was going to be cross. Lovely touch from low down there. How low he takes that. Great control, great hand.
Suddenly throws in the drop when he's been playing the fast attack so well indeed. Just don't know what's coming. But one thing's for certain, he's playing great badminton and thoroughly deserves his 11-4 advantage here in the second game. And of course, Ian, both these men have stated their intention to retire after the Olympics next year in London.
Yes, that's surprising. Well, Peter, I think, is quite normal. He's 34, he's had a great career.
Yeah.
This will be his 4th Olympics. He's trying to build himself up for one last big effort at an Olympic medal. Chong Wei, I'm surprised that he's making that decision so early. He doesn't have to announce that at this stage. And I wonder whether his thinking's changed a little bit when Lindan's come out in the last couple of weeks and said he's not retiring, he feels great, he's still enjoying it, he's not going to retire after London.
Yeah.
Just wonder whether that'll change Chong Wei's opinion of that, his own statement.
Yes, and given the fact that he's still playing quite clearly the best badminton in the world.
Oh, playing like this, if he does have a good games, it would be so sad if he stopped. He's absolutely on top of his game at the moment.
Yeah.
It's incredible to watch. It's a fantastic spectacle for the public at the moment. It's a hot ticket to watch him play, and it's an even hotter ticket to watch him play against his nemesis, Lindan.
Oh,
yeah, he's hit the line.
Finds the back corner. Yeah, it's so easy to drag the shuttle wide of that sideline when you're jumping back in court, but he's controlled it quite brilliantly and even has the agility to play the smash across court from that deep backhand corner.
Yeah, the last one was straight and hit the line. This time when he gets up early, Peter doesn't know whether it's going to be straight or cross. This time it's cross. It's great variety. It's not just power. Court must look very small to Peter at the moment. There doesn't seem to be any space to hit the shuttle into at the moment. Chong Wei's everywhere.
Oh, that's just fantastic. He's just giving a real masterclass at the moment.
I can tell you, Peter's played really, really well this week. He's come into this match in great form. I'm sure he was telling himself he's got a chance in this hall in these conditions. He's just being blown away at the moment.
Oh, that's just incredible.
Well, he gets there and he's low, he's off balance, but he's got great control of the racket head with the hand. Look at that, he finds great touch from down there. He's almost facing the wrong way when he hits that. It's fantastic skill. No surprise he's smiling, he's enjoying this.
And now just 3 points away from his third consecutive title here at the Indonesian Open. What would be his fourth title in total. It's long of the back line.
Well, I don't think Peter's lost many games like this in his career. He's come up against something special today.
Well, that was a run of 9 straight points. And it really has put a damp on any chances that Peter Gade thought he had. No, he's missed it. And now, unbelievably, 14 match points for Chong Wei. Well, I say unbelievably. When you consider the way he's played, it is very believable. But you don't expect this sort of lead in a men's singles final. Yeah, and just to follow on from my last comment, no reflection of this man's effort and capabilities. He's just come up against a better player. It's gone wide. 21-11, 21-7. And as with Wang Yihan, winner of the women's singles, Chong Wei takes his third Premier Super Series event of the year, undefeated in Premier Super Series events. Of course, for Wang Yihan, it was only her second. She missed the All England, but like Chong Wei, undefeated in Premier events. Well, his 6th title of the year from 7 tournaments played and 7 finals. There is no doubting in anybody's minds, surely, that Chong Wei is the best badminton player at the moment on the planet. 21-11, 21-7. A little over 31 minutes of play. Well, he was on cruise control today. He's going to throw a shirt to the fans. Phenomenal. I just have to correct myself there, Ian. He lost the final of Korea. What was I talking about? Lost the final of to Lindan. I do beg your pardon. Getting carried away with the beauty of his play. Just mesmerised by it.
You can only applaud that performance, really.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. As I say, Peter's been playing well this week. He's enjoyed playing in these conditions. He's looked very controlled. Tactically, he's been very sound, but today he was just blown away. It was just too quick for him.
Yeah, I think that's a good expression. Blown away, he was. Well, quick change of shirts before the prize presentation. Ah, well, look at that. He's wearing a Taufik Hidayat t-shirt.
Nice touch. They're good friends.
Yeah, of course, Taufik Hidayat, 6 times a champion here at the Indonesian Open. 8 times a finalist, but beaten in the quarterfinal this year by Peter Gade. Well, both of them wearing the same t-shirt. Taufik Hidayat.
Chong Wei, please step up to the podium.
Yeah.
Yang pertama, hadiah medali yang diserahkan oleh Ketua Umum PBBSI Bapak Joko Santoso. The medal will be handed in by the Chairman of Indonesia Badminton Federation, Bapak Joko Santoso.
Joko Santoso, President of Badminton Association of Indonesia, presenting the medals.
Yang kedua, yang kedua dari Djarum, Bapak Yan Haryadi menyerahkan.
Yan Haryadi, Director of Djarum, presenting the checks. $45,000 to Lee Chong Wei. His 6th title of the year. The only time this year that he's failed to win the tournament he's played in was the Korean Open. For Peter Gade, well, wasn't to be 3rd time lucky. It was his 3rd final of the year. He lost out to his opponent of today in the Super Series finals and lost to him again in India. The Super Series event in India, first time it's become elevated to Super Series status. So the dignitaries pose for the photographers with the finalists. Lee Chong Wei throws his flowers to the fans. And there's plenty of Malaysian fans here. Well, in all honesty, Lee Chong Wei was a class above Peter Gade today. As much as the Dane played and as good a form as he was in, it just wasn't a match for the Malaysian. This was the way it ended. Two more finals to come, and both of them feature Indonesian players. We'll just enjoy the highlights from the men's singles prior to the start of the women's doubles.